beautiful.
You look beautiful. Here we are. We're rolling.
Don't edit it out.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. This is Downtown Menomonie. This is our first digital newsletter. I am the executive director of Downtown Menomonie, Dustyn Dubuque. I'm here with current past president now, after just doing your first year as president, Jeff Frawley from Estilo Salon. And he actually had this really good idea about a month ago about maybe switching from a physical newsletter to a digital newsletter. And so that's what we're here to do, and I'm sure he'll explain more about it.
So hi, I'm Jeff Frawley. I was the president of Downtown Menomonie for 2020, the great year to be president and the worst year to be president, as all of you guys, I'm sure, have been struggling in your own unique ways. One of the things that we thought that would be really beneficial towards the community is kind of giving everybody an update on what is going on downtown. And we used to accomplish this a lot through our social media and then also through our monthly newsletter. However, if you're like me, your inbox gets filled with newsletters and you probably just delete all of them and don't look at them. So we wanted to give a real good medium, and we thought that video and kind of creating a monthly vlog would be a good way to get the information out to the community for what we are doing as an organization, what's going on around downtown, what some of the businesses, what unique things they're doing. So every month, immediately following our full board meeting, Dustyn is going to sit down with one of the board members and come to you guys. It won't be live, but it'll be up a little bit after on that same day and kind of inform everybody what it is that we're doing. So that's kind of the idea. Did I miss anything on that?
No, I mean, it makes sense because, we try in every way, as Jeff said, newsletters, social media, word of mouth, and as much as we can do to get out there what's going on downtown. It really is difficult sometimes with all the businesses and everything we do, but we think that this is just another avenue just to continue to expand in. Just to let everybody know, even with 2020, there was so much information coming at all times. A lot of stuff, I'm sure, as a business owner, you felt that as much as anyone else out there. So this is a really good way, hopefully, to really encapsulate what is going on, especially on a monthly basis. New businesses opening and all these other great things, our events, and then we can just cover everything right now per month. So hopefully everybody kind of gets what's going on downtown and what we're trying to do to make it great place for everyone.
Yeah, and then I think that kind of leads into the first thing that we want to talk about was just a quick recap of 2020. So as I said, and as all of you know, 2020 was crazy. Whether you were a business owner, you were working in a business, you running a nonprofit, everybody had their own kind of unique set of challenges. And obviously for us, it was our events was the main thing, with all of the events being canceled, really.
Yep, we did a virtual flag day.
We did do that.
And our annual meeting happened like a month before. Yep. So that was as much of the events as that we did as an organization, or the downtown did the whole entire year.
But other than that, all of the events that all of you look forward to every year and really help support the businesses by bringing customers in, being the ladies' night out and our wine walk and the community cookout and even the Winter Days parade, all got canceled because of the pandemic. So that was a really tough thing for our organization to kind of shift directions. And we did some unique things in 2020. We developed the Downtown Menomonie Small Business Grant Program. And we ended up with 17 $1,500 grants that we were able to fund. And that was money that went directly into the community, directly to the businesses in downtown that needed that for some of them to keep the lights on. Like, this was a hard year. So that was one, I think, great program that our board of directors put together.
And it's true. And the great part about the grant is that even though I think that's our next one that we're going into as we go on, is that we're going to continue the grant program into 2021 and beyond. The grant might actually not focus solely on, obviously this last grant was focused on the pandemic, and we left it very wide open for people to really use the funds for as much as they had to do with electric, paying employees or paying rent or anything. We kept it really wide open. So we're hoping going forward that the grant can be used for other things too. So in 2021, we are going to do another grant cycle for downtown businesses. We haven't really figured out exactly what for yet, but that is something I think our organization now is very interested in doing, is providing funds for people who need it to better their business as they go forward.
Yeah, and I think that that's going to be a great thing for the businesses moving into the future, whether it's somebody needs money to remodel a bathroom or to do a new front facade on their building. there's a lot of stuff that people will be able to apply for, and who knows how much money we'll be able to allocate to that annually, and how many of those grants we'll be able to fund every year. But it's definitely something that I foresee and we plan to continue into the future.
Yep.
Another big thing that happened in 2020, talking about grants for front facades, is Dustyn worked very hard with the state of Wisconsin and Ted's Pizza to get the whole giant remodel done, and a lot of the funding. I know Jimmy and Kim, don't cut them short. They put in a lot of their own money, but Dustyn did help get a lot of funds and design and construction resources from the state. So that was
that was the Main Street Makeover project. It's awarded to one business, a small business, every year in the state of Wisconsin. This is the first time anyone in Menominee's got it. And I always tell the story, which is fun now. I'm sure, like he said, Jim and Kim Ganakis, who own Ted's Pizza, they celebrated their 50th year. It was a great remodel. If you've been in there, they did a lot of work on the front and then the inside. But I remember a year ago when me and Kim were talking about it, and Kim said the very first time we mentioned it that they wanted to win. And by winning, they got a $10,000 matching grant and then a bunch of resources from the state of Wisconsin to help do what they did. And it was great. And that's a big thing for downtown. Who knows if and when we can ever really even get that again, because, of course, they're spreading it throughout the entire state, and it's only one a year. So that was really good. And then I think the other thing is every year the state Main Street does Main Street Awards. Every year we're hopefully lucky enough to win one, and last year we did Zymergy Brewing won for best adaptive reuse from taking the old auto building, I guess, and turning it into a brewery, and John and his crew down there did a great job. So even though we were unable to host the big ceremony down in Fond du Lac, celebrate John, we got to go down there, give him his award. So that was really, really nice to see that people are getting recognized for what they do.
And it's a really unique location. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. And then right now they still have their outdoor seating area with heaters and stuff on. So if you're looking for a place to go grab a really good beer, go down and check out Zymergy. They've got all their safety protocols in place for the pandemic, and you can socially distance and sit inside or outside under a heater. It is 4 degrees or something like that outside right now. So, so that was another great one. In the beginning of the year, in the beginning of the shutdown, Dustyn and I and other board members also did a bunch of work to get information disseminated to all the different businesses on all the subsidy programs, the PPP loans, the EIDL loans, the list goes on and on and on. But we had several Zoom meetings with business owners to try to help everybody within our community make sure that the resources that the state, federal, and local government was putting down were being utilized, and everybody had the information. And I felt like that was very helpful to several business owners.
Yeah, it was. And I think that's really what we were trying to do, especially during the shutdown, was be the conduit of information. Again, it really helps with our board of directors, has business owners on it. They can work together. We disseminate information, and as we go forward in 2021, as we're recording this, the second round of PPP pretty much went live in the last week. Many small businesses throughout the whole country are going to take part in that, and then that kind of gets us into 2021, I guess, of what we're doing. We're going to continue all these things as, of course, we're going through the pandemic. It is still affecting all of us. It's still affecting the downtown. UW Stout is going back to class this week. And, it's affecting Stout, too, as we look for the fall. But our organization, as we said last year, canceled all of its events. But we're going to try this year. I mean, we have to look forward into what we think we can do. Sure, will some of the events probably be altered? Probably. But we think that going forward that we can hopefully, obviously, everything's tentative right now, and I think anybody watching this knows that we can still provide safe, fun events for people this year in Menomonie and the entire community.
And we have set our 2021 tentative dates for those events. So if you're interested in that, we'll post that right below in the information on this video. So you can look down there, whether you're a business owner that wants to start planning for that, or if you're looking at some events in 2021 that you would like to attend. Those dates are now posted. However, we've left them tentative because we don't know what exactly the future holds. And then our board of directors is working on developing some alternative event concepts for if and when those get canceled or dates get moved around. And I think that alternative event concept is something that we can really take as a positive out of 2020. As many struggles as there were in 2020, I think that we have to look at the good things that came out of that. And that was that we did have to restructure our entire organization. We weren't able to do the events that we normally did. Our board meetings were a little bit different. There was a lot of brainstorming, a lot of what can we do? How can we support our businesses? How can we improve the vitality of downtown Menomonie? And I think we had a lot of good ideas come out of 2020. We implemented several of those. And I think we're going to carry those good ideas into the future. And I think that it's something that we can take away a lot of positives or a lot of learning experiences from this year.
Yeah, and I think that's just what's going to happen this year is we are going to take and I think we're showing the versatility of, I think the downtown, the business owners, the property owners have done a good job. I think our organization's done a good job too, and that's why I do believe that hopefully our first event is Ladies Night Out in April. That's the current plan, and we want to do Rattle in the Alley, we want to do the Wine Walk, and Community Cookout's a great event. It's always been my favorite event in Menomonie.
Yeah, me too.
September's so far away. It's 8 months. Do we think that 500 people can come downtown? I'm not sure right now.
We'll see. I hope so.
They can't, I hope so too. But if they can't, we'll come up with something else that fits the local health department, the state health department. Will be safe and try to do what we can to get people down here. I understand it's we want to have fun here in Menomonie, and downtown's one of the few cogs in the puzzles of all the people that do great work in Menomonie. I'm sure other nonprofits, the Chamber of Commerce, the Maple Tainer, and many more that run so many events are thinking the same thing, and hopefully we can all kind of bring some levity to the situation, especially when it hits the summer months, be outdoors and enjoy ourselves, and that's our plan currently right now.
Yeah, and like you said, everybody is looking at what we can do in 2021 to improve our community. And for example, one of those alternative events wasn't really an event, but we couldn't do Ladies Night Out this fall, and the board thought, how do we get customers into the businesses? We didn't want to have a big event and bring 500 people all in one afternoon because that's not feasible to do with social distancing. So instead we developed the Downtown Menomonie punch card. And that punch card allowed people to get a stamp at 10 different businesses. And once you got your 10 different stamps, you could come back and get a gift certificate to any of those businesses from Dustyn at our downtown office. And we felt that that was a good way to kind of, for lack of better words, lure people into those businesses, but still space that out across the entire fall rather than packing a whole bunch of people into one business all at once. And I feel that that was a successful...
Yeah, we're starting to get our first couple punch cards in. Again, if you get 10 punches at different businesses at different times, you'll get a $10 gift card back, either from a business of your choice or one that you can pretty much use anywhere. We do have a few punch cards left. Their expiration goes all the way to June. Again, that's only 10 punches, so if you even get coffee or something, you have to spend $10, but it's pretty easy to do. Contact the Menomonie or the Downtown Menomonie office. Go to our Facebook page at Downtown Menomonie. Go to our Instagram. Shoot us a message. We'll pop one right in the mail for you. We only have a few left. There are some businesses downtown that I know have some, but they're kind of random. I know Silver Dollar. I believe the C&J Candy Store. I know Brewery Nonic has some, but there's a few left. And you can still use them. And our hope is that this is successful enough to where that we can get this going again, and hopefully another punch card we can release sometime this summer to get people through the rest of the year. Yeah,
it's another one of those ideas that we can take away from 2020 and carry through into the future to really help our organization.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, so that was a lot of stuff, and I know, Dustyn, we just got a grant.
Yeah, we just got a great grant. I know if you came downtown in 2020, we finally got some new banners up. Something that we've talked about here downtown for a long time. We get about 18 banners up in the downtown district. I'm also looking to focus on our historic district and Main Street, where we just got a great grant from the Menomonie Rotary Club. We appreciate them, who is going to help fund some of the portions of some new banners that are going to go up additionally, a few more, and they're going to be historic in nature, maybe with some old photos or something. We're still in the process of designing them. But to let people also know that our downtown, part of it, and actually a lot of it, has some history to it, really makes Menomonie what it was. So we hopefully have those coming up sometime this summer. So we do appreciate the Menomonie Rotary for that grant on that.
And we also, unfortunately, I don't have the list in front of me, but we did just get several very generous charitable donations from several community members and businesses throughout the community. So I don't have that list, sorry, but I would like to thank all of those of you who did donate to our organization, and know that we will put that money to good work on improving our downtown, increasing the vitality of our community, and helping support our local businesses. I think that's pretty much it for this one.
Yeah, that was a good first go ahead, I think, Jeff.
Yeah.
Good idea.
This is going to be fun. And
I think so.
It'll be a different board member with Dustyn every month, and I think that this is going to be a good way for all of you, the community, to know what we're doing and what's happening around here and why you should all be coming downtown and how to do it safely. So,
Yep.
Thanks for having me here today, Dustyn.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Well, maybe we'll see in a year when you got to do another one of these.
Yeah, there we go. We got 12 board members, so I'll be again in next January.
Next January.
Yeah.
We'll mark it.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. We'll see you later.